The pumpkin pie effect, that is right, that is the big seller for Charmy. That is the key thing that is going to be being used for Charmy. So we're on the PVE side of things, decided to kind of get myself into a bit of a trouble in this fight right here. But this is perfectly suitable because this will kind of show you guys what the pumpkin pie effect is all about. Oh, I just realized my Charmy is not being targeted. Beautiful, in that case I'll keep the well protected. Okay, so pretty much in this case, and what we're trying to do right now is we're just trying to get Charmy's ultimate in. Do I activate the barrier again? Yeah, why not? We'll throw in another barrier. Why not? Stack it up. Okay, beautiful. Charmy didn't get targeted. So this is pretty much Charmy in a nutshell. Now, I should say this right now. My Charmy right here is pretty much the bare bone free-to-play Charmy. She has no grey more. She is not duped out. And what else? There's something else. Oh, her skill levels on her first skill, second skill, and ultimate is level 2. So she's basically bare bone. Alright. So the big seller for Charmy is going to be the ultimate. It is going to be the pumpkin pie. Again, you guys got to keep in mind, when 5 turn pass, she drops that 600%. And that's basically what you want. So realistically with Charmy, you want to keep her around just enough time for that ultimate to drop. So we'll drop the ultimate right now and it will get applied onto Heath. So there it is. It's on for 1 turn. Now, here's the thing, because there's multiple enemies, what's going to happen is that pumpkin pie effect is going to transfer to either one of these enemies, and it's going to keep on transferring turn after turn after turn. Now, every time it does transfer, it also leaves burn onto the enemy. So we'll get Ask to go in so you guys can see the transferring effect. So Heath currently has it. It's now transferred over to this enemy, and this enemy now has been burned. So that's why with the burn side of things, again, if I also had her in LR +2, that would have been even more beautiful because you can stack up more burns on that part. But effectively, the ultimate and the pumpkin pie effect, that's kind of how it's working, right? You initially target the unit that you want to apply the pumpkin pie and burn on, and then it starts transferring over when there's multiple enemies. So it's on for 2 turns right now. We'll kind of keep it going. Hopefully we don't die. Now, one thing that we don't want to do is, I'd say right there, as you guys can see, it's now transferred. So for 3 turns now. So there we go. Right, I'm going to heal up here. So we just have to wait 2 more turns and then we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. So what I'm going to do, now it's gone over to Heath. So I can, if I want to, activate the pumpkin pie effect right now. But I don't want to. But I might have to. Because what's going to happen is that pumpkin pie, when it gets to Heath's turn, is going to transfer over to one of the grunts, which means that 600% is going to be headed over to one of the grunts. So there is a bit of a downside to this pumpkin pie effect. So in this case, in this circumstances, I would have actually popped my second skill, so that way the damage is being dealt onto Heath himself. But I'm going to see if I can cheese it. Okay, the burn should kill. I'm hoping. Okay, if I do... Oh god, please, please, please kill. Let's have a look. Oh, it's going to transfer over, isn't it? Oh, it popped. There we go. It popped. Now, again, she is a great addition to the burn meta, so that's something, of course, we can't forget about. So if that's something that you are interested in, even a bare bone Charmy is still going to be extremely helpful, as with, of course, that pumpkin pie effect, as it is transferring over multiple enemies. Now, if in the case of there's a single enemy, then clearly the pumpkin pie effect will consistently stay on that one target. Obviously, when you do apply it, that burn will be already there. Now, one thing which I don't know, which we're going to figure out in just a second, is whether or not if the burn keeps sticking on, which I don't think that is the case. I think the burn only applies is that when it transfers over. So if there is only one target, and because the pumpkin pie effect isn't moving or being transferred over, it won't stack up the burn. So, but I mean, we will try it out. So let's just kind of power through all of this and get through all of this again. If you're not really looking to invest into Charmy and you're more focused on Noelle, because I mean, I understand that with Blackcaster coming, you know, being practically around the corner, I know some global players, especially free-to-play players, are just focused on Noelle. And if that is the case, yeah, I mean, a bare bone Charmy ain't all that. I'm gonna be completely honest. So in that case, I mean, you realistically don't really need her at that point. Okay, and plus with the burn meta, you know, with Margaret coming about, and then Meriliona, if you can capitalize on those characters, then you'll be alright, to be honest. But anyway, let's kick things off a little bit. So, the game plan is we want to see if we can just save the boss. Actually, wait. Actually, I think we are going to be somewhat chilling. So we need Charmy to make her way in. So Charmy, whenever you want to... There we go, my love. There we go. So we're going to drop the ult here. There you go. Not the best on damage, but it's the pumpkin pie effect is what we're trying to utilize here. So it's now been transferred over to this little creature. There we go. Well, the boss died. That's absolutely fine. I guess you could say that with there being multiple enemies, it's also an upside because that pumpkin pie effect is being triggered off a lot sooner. So obviously with this duck, it'll be transferred over to one of these ducks, and then it'll be transferred over, and then it would actually pop at that point, right? So it'll be 2, 3, no, it'll be 4. No. So it'll be at 4, sorry. Yeah, it'll be at 4. So let's see if we can stall a little bit. Let's have a look. Can we stall just a tad bit, guys? Yeah, burn in there. Beautiful. So now it's gone over to you. So it's at 3. There we go. I don't want to trigger it. I'm going to have to kill someone here. So I'm going to... I should have killed you, but that's fine. So now it's on 4. I mean, if I want to, I can trigger it right now. But we should be A-okay. Well, it's going to pop anyway. We're over for it. Bop. There we go. 6. Damn, that was a lot of damage. What the frick? So yeah, that's pretty much how that works. All right, so we'll trigger off the pumpkin pie effect a little bit sooner. So obviously we're just kind of using the Witch Queen as a bit of an example. So let's go about and get the barrier going here. Alrighty, and then we can stack up our defense. Obviously, I'm just playing that defense role for the sake of Charmy, and then we can apply this. I'm hoping she doesn't dispel this. Hopefully not. So there we go. So on for one turn, got the burn applied. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, Charmy's getting targeted. That's fine. So now it's been transferred over to you. We can get this going. Make sure Charmy is good to go. Got a little bit of healing right there. There we go. Yes, heal up. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so that's going to transfer over. Oh, maybe not. Not yet. It will do in just a second. So again, in cases like this, it's kind of picture perfect because what's going to happen is when it's this little creature's turn, I'm hoping this is... No, damn it! It's going to be the red one first, because if it was the blue one, it would have been at 3, and then it would have transferred over from her to Witch Queen, would have been at 4. So I'm going to wait, because I want it at 4, to be honest, rather than activating it at 2. So I'm just going to do this, get the burn going too. Again, if I did have the first Greymore, that would have been a stun. That would have been beautiful. So transfer over to Witch Queen. Oh yeah, I should really also mention it is random. Oh, look at that. Is that 4? Let's go, baby. I don't know why I always mention it in a way where it's going to be like, oh, after you, it's going to be you. When in reality, it's completely random. So like it went back to Witch Queen, and then of course it was Witch Queen's turn. Now she went and passed it back to this creature. I guess the also downfall is in this scenario, you're kind of hoping and begging it goes back to the boss. So again, it does have its ups and downs in the PVE side of things. So we'll apply this here. We'll do the Firecracker. Oh, thought my game crashed then. So again, Firecracker, it's AoE, so everyone takes damage, but obviously with the person that has the Pumpkin Pie effect, they are going to be getting the most damage because it's going to activate it. So it's on 4 turns. So this should do a decent amount. Let's have a look. Who do I target? You. There we go. Boom. Boom. 74k. And then obviously the leftover burn does its job to get rid of it. Alrighty, so we're doing it. Oh wait, can I apply my barrier? Does this work? So right now with JP, there isn't exactly any good boss fights going on. So I'm having to resort to go onto the guild boss fights. I think this should work nicely. Now I'm having to use the red guild boss fight because unfortunately the others, well, the green one has fortified, the blue one dispels. It's just it's a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna have to resort to go over on the red one. So let's kind of see how this works. I'm hoping to do a decent amount of damage with how low my Charmy is. Again, I should also mention my Charmy right now is. I took off damage to give her defense, including her Greymore. I'm using the necklace to get that 40%, just an FYI. So she is a bit of a tank right now to absorb damage. Clearly, oh my god, Jesus Christ. Well, I might die here. 4 turns. How am I going to survive this? I don't even know. Well, actually, when it's his turn, it should pop, right? Oh god, I am so screwed. I'm hoping this pops. 127k. Charmy died. I mean, okay. All right. I mean, she did 100k damage before she went down. I mean, it's not. All right, we'll take it. All right. So this time around, I'm confident in saying that the Pumpkin Pie effect even stays on when she dies, because I remember on PvP, I was getting my ass kicked. Okay, hopefully this should work. Okay, I need to dispel that goddamn speed debuff that every time he applies it onto frickin' Charmy. Super annoying. Okay, so this should work perfectly. Okay, I'm actually gonna pull Taunt here because I don't want you to focus on Charmy. For the love of God, leave her alone. Leave Brittany alone. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Okie dokie. Oh, just about. Okay, beautiful. So we can apply this now. I'm like 90% sure, because at one point with the PvP side of things, Charmy was pretty meta, and what would happen is that, of course, the pumpkin pie effect would be left on even after she's dead. So let's have a look. Let's see how this works out. I'm not gonna heal. I'm not even gonna bother healing. I need her to die, please. Kill my Charmy. Okay, Charmy's gone. It does stay on. I knew it. I knew it does. Okay. So now we just have to survive for the remaining time, right? Yep, there we go. Oh, interesting, okay. Boom, 178k. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Boys, that is pretty much Charmy in a nutshell. I'm just kind of using the burn meta team, just kind of, why not, you know? This is kind of like the updated burn meta team. But yeah, Charmy in a nutshell, you know, a pretty solid unit. Again, like I said with my Charmy, she's pretty bare bone, but you know, I can still utilize her, get the job done, and again, she can support the burn meta team quite nicely. So, you know, it's not the end of the world if you can't fully max her out, but I mean, if you can and you can invest a little bit more into her, then she is an absolute treat of a character that you can really have fun and play around with. So there's that. But again, just on her own, I mean, she's nothing too crazy. I would still say, you know, keep your focus on Noelle, clearly. But yeah, there we go. Beautiful, good amount of damage. I mean, again, you can capitalize and actually apply even way more damage to what I'm being able to do. But anyway, that's Charmy. PVE works perfectly fine. Again, if there's multiple enemies, I mean, there are some ups and downs with the perfect. Sorry, with the pumpkin pie, just moving her around, of course. But if it is a single target enemy, you know, that would be presumably the best, because it's on one enemy and it's not moving anywhere, right? So there's that. And again, if all else fails and Charmy does, unfortunately, get taken down, that pumpkin pie is going to stay on that one boss enemy, and depending on how well your Charmy is, you can still drop that hefty amount of attack, you know? So yeah, a lot of play room with Charmy, I will say. But anyway, I'll end it there, boys. We'll get on with Noelle, see how she is on the PvE side of things, and then yeah, we'll put both the girls on PvP, and we'll have fun over there. We'll say that much. We'll have a lot of fun over there.